know. What are you doing? Is it recorded? I can't see. My feet probably dirty. I done walked all on these.
Yeah, your feet dirty as fuck, man.
Cause I done walked on y'all floor. Okay, it was recording. Your underwear in the camera.
Oh man. At least I got on hands today.
I don't know. We should call Janaya and see if in the camera.
If I'm in the camera?
Yeah.
Janaya! 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 Come here! Where you at? In the room.
Can you look in there and see if we in the thing?
What?
Can you look in like behind
Can you
the
look
camera
in the damn camera thing and see
frame?
if both of us in the frame?
Yeah. It's good with like when it's chopped off or anything.
Oh my god.
She's so goofy.
Y'all both in it.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Alright. That's all we wanted.
Oh my god.
Okay. I don't know how to start this. This is my first time doing this. Okay. My hands smell like straight bleach. Oh, I'm afraid to touch my own face. Okay.
Man, you bleached your hand multiple times.
This will be a story time years from now. Y'all just so y'all can know why I bleached my hands. But okay, it's Shannon-Renee, aka TheFlawfulBeauty, and this is my babe, my love.
The fact that she still hasn't told you guys what
I
my
have
name is.
told them your
So
name.
I'll properly introduce myself. I'm Mariah with a no. No, I can't dance or sing or anything like that. Just call me Mo for short. Bae works for me too, but I'm not pretty sure about her.
I mean, y'all been calling her Bae. So. Okay, this video is because a question was asked the other day by Felicia Michaels. That's how you say that, right? Felicia?
Yes, Felicia Michaels.
Okay. She said, I do not mean to offend by this. I love your videos. Could you please make a video about how you have embraced your sexuality? There are many female YouTubers, but not many to approach this topic, and I think you would approach it perfectly. You guys are adorable, by the way. Thank you.
Felicia.
Thank you.
Hey, girl.
Girl, I'm cute today. Okay. But, so I wanted her to come here and talk about it too, because we have two different experiences. Mine probably not as, I don't know the word, like,
In depth?
like, I don't know.
Yeah, you do have two different
I don't know
experiences.
the word for it. What word am I looking for?
I don't know, but stop trying to find it.
I don't know.
Ask Siri. That's what she's there for, right?
But no, cause I have, my mother is like a freaking saint, kind of, sort of, an angel. So I didn't have issues with her having a problem with me liking girls. So
The saint in what aspect though? Because Felicia's asking like, how do you embrace? What do you?
yeah, I embraced it easily because like I didn't have anyone judging me really. So my mom always taught us to just be us and do what makes us happy. So it wasn't really like, oh, this is hard. I will tell y'all, like when me and her first started dating, like talking, I cried my eyes out talking to my mom about it. She doesn't know this, but like I was like bawling my eyes out because I was like, oh my God, I like a girl and this is wrong, and I just was like crying like really bad, like my heart was hurting. But I was so I am in love with her. But yeah.
Shocked. This is something new to me, guys. So thank you for calling this out,
they
Felicia.
know. I said it in
Thanks,
video
Felicia.
already.
You're the best already.
I
You
said
don't
it in
even
the
know it,
video
girl.
already.
You did?
Yeah.
I missed that
but
video.
It was a vlog. It was like yeah. But yeah. I don't know. Embracing.
Like I would say personally, like she just doesn't know how to speak well. She's more of a writer than anything else.
Yeah.
So embracing, my personal experience will it be definitely loving yourself first. Like you definitely want to love yourself inwardly and outwardly, regardless of what society has instilled in people that homosexuality is wrong, or whether you're in a household that preaches Christianity or whatever, anything that's typically against, you know, homosexuality, it's important to love yourself first, because then you'll be able to come out and outwardly show that in society. And then also involving yourself with people who accept you for you, because if people accept you for you, you know, whether you're gay, a transgender, or what, you know, they'll still love you for you and be your friend or associate themselves with you. So it's definitely important to love thyself first, and then that way you can love, you know, the person that you're with. And so forth.
But yeah, I didn't have like any time to embrace. I just jumped in. Like, yeah. I really just jumped in because I didn't care. Like, it wasn't anything like when we first started talking, I was trying to hide her or anything like that. I would kiss her in public, I would hold her hand. Like, I just didn't care.
Well, you know what my experience was. Well, mine was completely different than hers, because she had a mother who was still in, you know, her form of religion and whatnot. Which,
give us a second, you guys. Yes.
Don't bring. You're gonna cut this out, right? Don't bring your ass in here no more. Oh, she has to go to the bathroom.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cut off at 10 minutes. But
personally, my experience, I did not embrace, you know, outwardly. I loved myself, but to a certain extent, because trying to please other people, you're not really happy. Then you become depressed, and then you start having, you know, then you act violently because you cannot be who you truly want to be, and that's a problem. Mine was more of a setting where it was taught to, okay, well, I love you for you, but you still can't do this. You can't be who you want to be, in a way that contradicts the whole system of loving, you know, loving you for you, or whatever the case may be. Do what makes you happy. She had a completely different aspect. Even though her mom was still in the religious aspect, she still allowed her to be outwardly
gay for Mariah. Gay for Mariah. But
but my experience was, sorry to interrupt you, babe, because I actually wasn't finished.
Okay.
My bad, I'm sorry. My experience was, I started off being enclosed, you know, because I knew what type of family that I was a part of, meaning those who would simply bash, you know, a family member, or in a sense love them less because of who they were. And for years my mom disliked me and never told me until, and she still hasn't completely accepted it, and that's fine, because at the end of the day it makes me happy, and as long as I'm happy, that's completely fine with me, because I realized trying to please somebody else is not going to get me anywhere, because I was depressed and stressed out and whatnot, and that's not something you typically want to do, you know. So it took me a while. It took me about, I actually knew in kindergarten that I was into women, and then 6th grade was the last time that I actually dated a guy, and I'm 22 now, college days, you know, with Shannon. So, you know, this is the first woman that my mother has actually interacted with, but yet and still she still hasn't completely accepted, you know, us and who I am, because I started off as a film, you know, and that was because, you know, society, like, I was worried about whether a guy was going to call me a dyke, or whether, you know, well, if I show myself, you know, my homosexuality outside, then they would bash me and they would neglect me and love me less, you know, which is completely wrong. So I ended up, after when I turned 18, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to be outwardly gay. I love me, I love myself, I finally have completely accepted who I am, and pretty much fuck what society says, fuck what mom says. If I'm her child, I come from her, so if she loves me less, then hey, she just has to live with it, you know. That's just a relationship that she's gonna lose out on. It's sad, it shouldn't be that way, but it's life. So you just have to constantly find your own way to cope with something like that. So
yeah, but it's like, it's so different, because my mom grew up in the church, and like to hear her story about how like her family and how they're so religious and that's why they don't accept certain things. It's like it was so hard for me to deal with because I'm like, my mom into the church too and she doesn't act like this and stuff like that because she feels like there's demons in the church. Like we were just talking about this. Like it's people that go to church and they do all this stuff and behind closed doors, like they're evil.
Right.
I lived with people who were like that before. So it's like at the end of the day you're gonna be judged regardless. Like people go to church and they judge the people that's in the church. So wherever you go, you're going to be judged. So why not do what makes you happy?
And it's not even just Christianity based. It's just people in general because their parents, you know, who they're around, they instill this in them. You know, and the thing about it is, people are going to be who they are. You should just allow them to be who they are. And honestly, people may say, you know, whether you guys are Democrats or Republicans, whether you hate Obama or what, I'm happy Obama came in, did what he did in the aspect of gays.
Yeah.
Because nobody else took that approach. Nobody else said, hey, these people are still people. These people, I'm going to allow these people to be who they are, to be free. I feel like they should be accepted just like anybody else. You know, what makes them so different than anybody else? So, I mean, now we can get married anywhere, which is fucking great. Right?
Yes.
So I think we're just gonna circle somewhere on the map when that time comes. Yeah.
But no, it's just the whole embracing thing. That's what I never thought about it. Cause like I said, I just went.
Yeah, you just jumped in. But in a way though,
but I like
she's
girls
asking like,
I talk to them.
how do you know, embrace that? You started off by loving yourself. And then your mom, you know, if your mom, honestly...
Because I thought she was going to have an issue with it. And then I told her...
Exactly.
I was like, I met this girl and I really like her.
And that was her support system, pretty much. And that's what uplifted her to embrace, you know...
Because I thought it was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. And she was like, why would you feel that way? It's your life. If you like her or love her or whatever, then you just do. It's your life. And she was like, there's nothing wrong with it. So that made me feel better. Because I felt so, I was just, ugh.
Yeah, and everybody's experiences are different. You know, I wish I had a mom who was, you know, embraced me in my sexuality. She would rather me be with a guy and end up having
pregnant.
2-3 babies. You know, and I can still have kids, you know, it might be a different way of doing things, but it still could happen.
Yeah.
You know, she just wants it to be what was taught to her, what was instilled in her, and I'm content with it. You don't like it, you don't like it. But I do get a bit offensive when someone says you're a dyke. Like people don't
I hate
people
that word.
people like faggot too though. People
I hate
tend
that
to
word.
you know what I'm saying? Their word, the choosing of their words aren't really that good. It's not healthy at all to, you know, say people are dykes and whatnot, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be a man. I tell her all the time, like, I love being me. It's just for so long, you know, I was in a shadow, and I couldn't be who I really wanted to be.
When I first met her, she said she would never dress like this.
Yeah.
And she didn't understand why girls dress like guys and stuff like that.
Well, that was really my own self-consciousness, because I was worried about what somebody else would say.
Yeah, and I kept telling her to wear her ballers and stuff like that. Because every time we saw each other, she would be playing like balls, so she would be in like ballers and tanks and stuff. And I was like, I don't like you dressed like that.
Yeah. That is true. I did. So it did take me a while, Felicia. I really appreciate that question, though, because, you know, I never got to actually outwardly speak about it other than to her, but that's definitely a good subject matter that you touched on, because as she said, I started off, you know, I was trying to appeal and please who I was around, and at the end of the day, if they love you for you, then they should, you know what I'm saying, accept who you truly want to be, just like I would love them for whatever reason, or, you know, because of who they are. So it doesn't make me any different because I like to dress like this, you know, so
Yeah. That's why I wanted her to be in this video, because I had a way different experience. That's what I told Felicia when I commented back to her, because mine wasn't so hard. My transition or whatever was not hard at all. Because I had a support system. I grew up in a household with someone who told us to love everybody like the same, and wanted us to be less judgmental. Because I have 2 siblings that have disabilities, so from jump I had to know how to love someone who's different. So
yeah, but see, even still though, like, people tend to put on this facade, you know, that and try to, in a sense, preach to you about the right things to do when they're not even doing the right things themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you nitpick at me because I choose to be a homosexual? It's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? People tend to forget about what they're doing just because they see a gay walk across the street or whatever the case may be. It's like,
we get looked at all the time.
All the time.
And I just hold her title.
Yeah,
I don't care.
But you know what? Even though we get looked at in a way that, you know, sometimes it's weird. Like, I hate people staring at me. But in a way, I kind of embrace that too, because, you know, steadily as the years grow, people are becoming more, you know, accepting of certain things. And I don't know, it's just, it's just because
we're cute.
Yeah, I know it's because we're cute. I was just saying, because I have a girl face, you know, like a feminine face in a sense of girl face. But my face is like feminine. So when they see me, they're like, wait, what are you doing? Like, why are you dressed like that? So, I mean,
it's cute though.
It's cute.
It's cute.
But yes, Felicia, thank you for that question.
I was going to say something else too, and I forgot.
You forgot?
I'm having a brain fart.
As usual.
It'll come to me. Hold on. Yeah. They'll respond in the comment section. I thought you were going to ask a question. What are you talking about?
I just wanted to know if that was...
Yeah, that's okay, babe.
I was just wondering, Felicia, you know, I'm not saying that you have a problem, but again, quote me on it, girl. If you're worried about anything or you just simply just wanted to ask a question, again, I say thank you for asking the question, but also to add, if you're one of those who have, you know, the worry of society or the worry of family and friends, it is important to love you first, and, you know, to realize that people should love you for you at the end of the day. Just like you love anyone and accept anyone for who they are. So, if you have a problem coming out or not, fuck
anybody. That's what I say.
Simple.
That's what I say.
Simple.
Like, I don't care.
And that goes for the rest of you guys.
I know what I was going to say. With the whole, like, I don't know if she knew, but when I was first dating her, I was living with my auntie and my uncle. So I was going to church with them, and the pastor that, like, our pastor, he was saying you should accept everybody. And he'll have sermons about gay people, and he will say that the church can't be a church until people learn how to accept gay people. Because there's people in the church that are gay, like the choir directors and stuff like that. And they will sit there and they'll nod their heads and stuff like that. But then as soon as we leave out the church and see a gay person, like a gay guy that's kind of flamboyant, they'll be like, oh, look at that faggot.
Yeah, and that's my problem with Christians, because I myself, you know, both of my grandparents, my grandfather was a minister as well as my grandmother, and they both have their individual gifts. But the problem with Christians is, as I said before, they have the problem and the tendency to forget the other sins, but they also forget, you know, what God, his ultimate goal is. And his ultimate goal is not for you to judge somebody else, because at the end of the day, when you go and you die, you know, it's gonna be, he's not gonna ask you, oh, what was Mariah doing over here in Tallahassee, or what was Shannon doing. He's gonna be worried about what you're doing. He also says that you're supposed to love everybody equally. Love them, but hate the sin. At the end of the day, you're still supposed to accept them, and that's something that they forget. Or some of, you know what, at this point, I don't even think they forget. I think they just simply don't care. It's just something that, you know, they're going to continue to bash homosexuals and, you know, discriminate them for who they are. And at this point, it's 2016, guys. Get the hell over it, man. Get over it. Obama done fucked up and made it all legal now. So I'm just waiting on marijuana next. Cause when that come, boy, that's gonna be a story to tell.
I don't smoke. So
Not anymore.
I don't smoke.
Herbal essence is what I call it. What? Close out your show, girl.
Okay, so you guys, I hope that answered the question. I'm not sure. She can talk more about it than I can, but yeah, I have more stories about stuff that like
so
for her.
You guys
Like,
feel
if
free
you guys want another video on
to
another
comment, ask more questions, subscribe some more, comment some more, ask more questions, and I'm gonna go through it again. Ask more questions, subscribe some more, and please feel free to comment, guys. We definitely don't want you to feel afraid of any questions.
Yeah, because I try to answer questions. Someone asked me this
absolutely.
before. Like, someone asked me something like this before about girls and tried to tie it to me being abused or something like that. Yeah, like, we can answer questions like that. I don't care. You guys know I'm open with you, so just ask away.
And soon, I'll have my own special little channel. Maybe one day, if I love this some more. But
or she can like make a video on my channel just with her to see how you guys like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty funny, so watch on, guys.
Okay. She is just freaking goofball. But yeah, you guys, we'll see you another time, another video.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you. Close up. Close up.